To man, the Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Hello. How's it, bruh? I guess the news just broke earlier. Dog the Bounty Hunter found that guy that was on the run, right?
What?
In Pennsylvania. Well, he's been captured, so I'm assuming that Dog the Bounty Hunter is the one that got him.
In Leland. And
Baby Lisa. How's it, bro? But no, Dog didn't even have time to get in it this time, did he? He said he was looking into it, but they done captured it.
He's busy putting seashells in his hair.
Didn't he say he was only going to get involved if he wasn't armed or something?
I think that's what that said.
Because dogs are not allowed to go out with guns and stuff, ablazing. Bounty hunters aren't allowed to do that, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's why he always got those paintball guns, but they got mace in them, I think. Those are mace balls.
Yeah.
Or something.
Rubber bullets, maybe?
Some kind of chemical in there that's more than just paint. Mm-hmm. But they look goofy with those things.
I know. Some of them.
In.
I remember that.
With a paintball gun. I've never played paintball.
What?
It's fun.
I've never done that.
It can be real fun.
Yeah.
You played it, Regan?
Yeah.
Really?
We used to play all the time. We used to buy, my brother used to buy paint grenades. They were like legit, like had the pin in them and everything. Mm-hmm. Take the netting off and throw a paint grenade. We used to do it in the woods all the time. I mean, we had like 2 paintball guns for like 10 kids. So it was basically like just wait your turn. But yeah, it was awesome. And it hurt. I mean, it hurt.
Yeah, my son had one of those airsoft guns, which was basically just like a BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, wasn't maybe a year or so ago, my friend Glenn was into it was either airsoft wars or paintball stuff.
Yeah.
And he's old. Out there doing that bullshit.
Yeah. Those courses and stuff, like the paintball fields and stuff like that, they're nuts.
I'm like, man. I ran into him in the grocery store on late Saturday morning. I was getting some stuff for whatever I was cooking that day for ball games and stuff, and he's in there in his fatigue, in his briar breeches.
What?
And the whole thing, he had just gotten back from whatever kind of war it was.
No way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He got up early, get out there with his bros.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bro thing, because like Call of Duty, everybody grew up playing Call of Duty, so now to get to do it in real life. Mm-hmm. Is he into video games at all?
I don't think so. No, but he'll jump on things and get all into it that are like really out of the ordinary. Like for some reason, he was taking his wife's. I think she had an Infiniti sedan, at the time, and he came home one Saturday. He was all fired up. She just knew he'd gone with one of his friends to do something. Came in all fired up because he had just won a drag race in her car.
Like on the track drag race? Oh.
Yeah.
E.T. racing, man. It's all about consistency. It's not about speed.
I'll be back.
This real fancy car.
That's funny.
He's put that damn thing out there.
All you got to do is dial it in right.
And so he got into that for a while until she finally said, "You're not using my car for that anymore." He goes, "It's way faster than mine." Because he has a Suburban.
I got to go to work tomorrow.
So it was that, and then the paintball wars he was into for a while.
Yeah. That's funny. He's in the grocery store in his fatigues. His camo.
And then we've been friends for a long time, but it was that day that I realized that he doesn't know me at all. Because he said, "You should really come do it with us one day."
You might like it.
No, I wouldn't. I don't like things. I'm against things.
Things that you go and do, TJ's not into.
Get him. The best thing during those paintball wars is when they, shoot somebody and you got to be like, I surrender. Before you get shot, you be like, I surrender. And they don't listen to him and they just light him up anyway. And those people freak out. And they have like judges like waiting outside, and if you like break the rules by shooting somebody after they surrender, you're out. They throw you out, and then they can get pretty aggressive. It's crazy though.
But what if you shoot somebody in their mask?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do. I think it's like above the shoulders, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, you end up with bruises and stuff like that.
That's too
Can
many
you shoot
rules.
him in the ding-a-ling?
I think you shoot him right in the wiener.
I bet that was smart.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all like padded up and stuff. We didn't have any of that stuff. Shooting in the woods.
But you haven't done it as an adult.
No.
though, have you?
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about these people. These dudes in their 50s.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Just out
But
having
the
a good
corporate,
time, man.
the corporate people still do that for team building exercises and stuff. You always see that on TV where the office will go out and the corporate people
Probably.
do that as a team building
Well, I don't know.
exercise.
Do they do as many? I doubt there's many team building exercises these days since fewer and fewer people are in the office.
But I'm thinking that it would be a little bit difficult to explain, that you took your employees out and put them in, in a situation where they have to hurt each other, and shoot paintball guns at each other and stuff.
Maybe.
We done gotten so soft. I bet half the stuff we used to do on the radio, Ace, we couldn't do anymore because, well, more than half. All the stuff where we, put the police dog chasing the guy down that worked on our show and stuff like that.
Putting the people in the, what do we call it? Burnout for Bon Jovi. We gave away Bon Jovi tickets.
Yeah.
They
But,
had
that I think
Stayed in
about
the
it.
car until I almost passed out.
Now that I think about it, though, that was dumb back then.
It was.
I mean,
You're
we
right.
shouldn't have been doing that shit.
Can't argue that.
And it wasn't even like it was a 2000s Bon Jovi. It wasn't even Slippery When Wet, man. But people did it.
The day we had the two guys come in, they did the purple nurple contest. They just grabbed each other's nips and squeezed and twisted until one of them gave up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They lasted about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It was excruciating. I thought this thing would be over quickly. And it was like, go. And they just started squeezing and turning each other's nipples. And they were like, you could hear them like, oh, they wouldn't stop.
But after a few, 30 seconds or whatever, they said they got numb. So, I miss those days of being able to hurt people for our amusement so they could get some concert tickets or something.
The day we brought the snakes in, put the intern in the box, and every time he missed a question, we lowered the box until they were going to be resting on his chest. But then he started crying and freaked out because we didn't know he was really afraid of snakes. We thought he was joking around. And he was deathly afraid of snakes, and he really started crying and begging us to please stop. So we did.
Yeah.
It was not good.
And those were real snakes, though, not the trouser kind that we give y'all here at work.
I'm mad I never got to smash somebody's car up with a sledgehammer. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah.
But they agreed to it. It wasn't like we were just going around and,
I don't see
hitting the competition's car before they came out of the building.
That's one I've never understood why they say you can't do that anymore. They agreed to it. They knew it was a game. Missed the question. We hit your car with a sledgehammer.
We could still probably do that one. Now,
But what we
sending
gonna
an
give away?
employee up onto the roof and throwing bowling balls off into people's cars that we did that time, we probably couldn't do anymore.
Why not? What's the difference between a sledgehammer?
Because you're sending the employee into danger on the roof and telling them to get on the roof.
That's probably the same situation with the sledgehammer, though. The employee could hurt themselves.
Remember when we had the fire department come and they shot the guy with the fire hose that time to see what that was like?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
But that'd have been on them. That's on the firefighters.
That shit was funny though.
That's on you, brother.
Yeah. Return a football, return a punt with the college football team with no blockers.
And I'm trying
Ryan
to
did that.
remember.
He caught that. We mic'd him up and he caught the punt. Then he had no blockers. We didn't know. To be fair, we did not know he wasn't going to have blockers. We thought they knew he could have blockers, but they took all the blockers out, so he just got mauled.
And I'm trying to remember at what age it hit me where I didn't find that stuff to be hilarious anymore. Because I used to think that was so funny. But then it's kind of like, what do they say, when you hit 20, 25, 24, that part of your brain develops. But I was past that age, still laughing at that shit.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that shit right now. That makes me laugh today. I found that video the other day. I was laughing my ass off. God, it was funny. I want to do that again.
Do them.
I can't do it. I'm old. I get hurt. I got a baby.
That's what would really be fun. An old dude out there getting
old slow guy getting killed by a bunch of 20-year-old college kids.
slammed.
You know. Mm-hmm. It still amuses me.
Or that time that we made that guy choke until he was about to die before we would do the Heimlich on him. You remember that? He's like, you've got to be able to see the darkness. We'll bring you back.
Once you see the darkness, let us know.
You got to be flatlined for at least 30 seconds if you want tickets to see the Spice Girls.
There was a time we didn't do something and got in trouble because we had the guy that came in and we faked this whole scenario where he pretended like we pretended like a guy cut his finger off live on the air. And then when you went to the website to see it, we were sitting there going, you didn't really think we were going to let a guy cut his finger off, did you? And somebody complained to the FCC. And we were told, don't do anything like that again because
Perpetrating a hoax.
yeah, perpetrating a hoax. It's like, what? It was a joke. We didn't really do it. And like, yeah, it didn't affect anybody's day. We didn't cause a backup of traffic or anything. We were like, it's a hoax.
Yeah, we were trolls before there were trolls.
That shit was good. It was that was
Now you
unbelievably
must have
good.
heard some of this, Riggins, as a boy, listening to the show.
Yeah.
When your mama was taking you to school
Yeah.
in your little Catholic uniform.
I've heard it more now, being on the
talking
show,
about it,
Yeah.
than I heard live. But
Did you had to wear a uniform, didn't you, to school?
yeah,
You know, when you were at the Catholic school? Mm-hmm. Do they allow non-Catholics to go to the Catholic school? If they pay the money?
yeah, we had a Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh,
How'd that work?
We learned a lot about that. Like, she couldn't be at any of the parties, kind of like Alexis.
yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, I remember she couldn't be at like the Halloween party and the Christmas party and all that stuff. But yeah, a lot of non-Catholics because it was the only private school in my area.
Yeah. And so did they make those kids to take the Catholicism classes and all of
They
that
took
too?
religion with us.
Yeah.
But I just know when they went up for communion, they were supposed to just like bow their head and not, because they haven't done all the sacraments. But yeah, they went to church with everybody else.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
And you know the deal going in. So as long as they're all up front and honest about it going in, that's, you know.
So could they not participate in any of the exorcisms either?
That would be a shame.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Click on acetj.com/neogenics. More Extra Funny next.
Coming up tomorrow on Ace TJ TV.
The Ace and TJ podcast and radio show will be back tomorrow morning, live at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. You can watch or listen on the Ace and TJ app. I know Ace and TJ have some hilarity and some genius up their sleeves for Thursday morning show. So go check out the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show starting live, 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Ace and TJ app, or get caught up later on all major podcast platforms.
It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show, live starting at 6 Eastern, then available on demand anytime once done after 9. This is Ace TJ TV. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Ace. I got a little project going here in my backyard. You'll see down there, that's a putting green. Going to be some beautiful Bermuda grass around it, all to get ready for the Ace and TJ golf tournament to benefit Peyton's Promise. Yes, we're throwing a golf tournament Monday, November 13th. It's going to be at Northstone Country Club, and we want you to be a part of it. We want your company to be a sponsor. We want you to get some buddies together and come out and play and help us raise money for Peyton's Promise. That's how we do things like breaking and entering Christmas and so much more, especially work for kids throughout the area. So get the details at acetj.com/golf. That's acetj.com/golf to be a part of our Ace and TJ's golf tournament Monday, November 13th at Northstone Country Club. Now the truth, this isn't my house, and I'm just out here working, helping these people build this thing. So I got to go change shirts now, okay?
If you have nagging pain in your joints, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, you may be able to get rid of that pain with no surgery, no medications, and no downtime, thanks to Neogenics, the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas, now in Ballantyne and Lake Norman. Get details at acetj.com/neogenics.
Lift!
You've heard of our all-star delivery team.
All 5 stars, every customer, every time.
But until now, you had no idea the rigorous training it takes to have the best delivery team in business.
That's it. Pivot. Pivot.
Get this sofa for just $7.99 and have it delivered by the best in the biz, only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
So proud of him.
Sounds like a sweet delivery to me.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
You want to be like me? Yeah. Putting the X in extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sitting here looking at my my body twin, Tim Tebow, doing a little workout.
He's still in shape.
Yeah, he is. And you know what? The best shape he's in is his spiritual shape. That's the workouts he does that mean the most.
Spiritual
workouts.
That's right.
And he's lifting for the Lord every day.
That's one of the things I love, because I was concerned watching that documentary on Netflix about the University of Florida when he was there, his 4 years, and that every one of his teammates, and they talk about how bad they were and the things they did, and every one of them was like, Tebow came as advertised. Yeah. He said he didn't party. He said they remembered him going to one party, maybe like his freshman year, to meet teammates and all that. They were trying to give him drinks, and he said, I don't drink, it's okay. And the girls would throw themselves at him. I don't do that, thanks.
But wouldn't it be funny if we found out later that they said all of those things because he had threatened to have them killed if they didn't?
That would be one of the most disappointing things known to man.
Because he's like a mob boss or something.
Yeah.
Say one thing.
Yeah, you know what to say. I'm going to allow you to do this documentary if they've contacted you about it, but you know what to say. You know what'll happen if you don't. Mm-hmm. That lunatic who paid all those thousands of dollars for that custom-made collie costume where he can walk around pretending to be a dog. He kind of shows up somewhere in these crazy stories about once every 2 weeks or something. Now he's out saying that he wants a girl dog as a mate. He wants a woman who pretends to be a dog like he does.
Just go back to your
Go
back to your basement.
Well, at first I was saying how he needed to be in the hospital for wanting to be this way, but the more he's in the news and all, the more I start to believe that maybe he's an entertainer. He's liking the attention and all of that, but I don't know for sure. I haven't completely gone that way, but I'm still leaning toward the fact that he's just a lunatic and he needs to be in an institution. He's walking around pretending to be a dog in parks, and everywhere he goes, he's on his hands and knees in a dog costume.
Well, he's removed all doubt that it's about sexuality and sexual, because he said, I just like dressing up as a dog. But now that you've said, I want a girl dog, then it's definitely something sexual.
Yeah. Let me see what his quote was. Okay, here it is. His name's Toko. That's his last name, I think. Toko explained how he would love to have a mate. Quote, bring on the bitches, end quote.
He's funny, too.
No, I made that.
Oh. Wow. Japanese
He's
guy?
serious.
A Japanese guy?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but saying I want a girl dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you've removed all doubt.
Now he's into bestiality.
Yeah.
But is it bestiality if he's a fake dog making the love to a female fake dog?
No.
Not if it's a fake dog. It's just a kink.
Yeah.
It's not called bestiality, but it's still weird.
Yeah, no, but
Oh,
I'm
it's
saying is
weird.
it's the same desire.
Oh.
You know, you're attracted to an animal, even though it's a human that looks like an animal.
It's bestiality adjacent.
Yeah,
I believe
Yeah, there you go.
it's a cousin of bestiality.
It's related.
I think it would be the same if he'd be okay with if it was a real dog, but if he's looking for a person to be in that dog suit only, not taking it,
Yeah.
to the dog level, it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's just a kink.
Riggins, let's say you're in the dog park walking your dog, and this giant collie walks up to you, and it's a guy dressed like a dog. Are you going to take any time at all to talk to him, or
Yes.
let your dog sniff him and all of that?
Sure.
Yeah, you've got to play that out and see a little bit of what
I want
happens,
to.
right?
Yeah, I want to know what's doing. Yeah.
You're on guard for it to get weird soon,
Yeah.
but you got to feed into it a little bit just to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And there's a video, it's a small clip of his, he's at a day in the park, and all of the still pictures you see of him, he's just posed like a dog. But in this, it shows him trying to walk a little bit, and I don't care who you are, it's hard as a human to walk on 4 limbs.
Yeah.
And he stumbles and kind of falls because he's not good at it.
Is he going hands and knees, like just going like that?
I think. Or maybe it's maybe it's a bear crawl kind of thing, hands and then feet, but you're bent over. It would be difficult.
Yeah, heck
because the back feet of the dog costume aren't. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're shaped the way they should be shaped if you're on your hands and knees.
Crawling
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, no, it probably looks just like a regular dog. So yeah, what is he? And it's probably hot as crap in there.
You know it.
During
It's like
the
wearing
summer.
a mascot outfit all the time, and those things are hot. So I didn't realize that part. Everywhere he goes on his all fours.
Well, as much as he can, but imagine trying to do that. I couldn't even pose for the picture on my hands and knees.
No.
Without something hurting.
And he must be a tiny guy because that dog is low to the ground.
Yeah. If I had a big dog and I knew this dude was in the park all the time, I would teach my big dog to go hump him.
Yeah. I would want to see that. Sorry, buddy. I thought you wanted to be a dog.
Right, yeah. He's just showing his dominance.
That's right. Oh
He's
my
the
gosh.
alpha.
Just let it happen.
Does his dog costume have a wiener?
It doesn't say in any of the articles that I've read.
Because it is.
about him.
I mean, if you saw that thing,
yeah.
you wouldn't know. I mean, it's big, but you wouldn't know that that's not a real dog. So I wonder if
Other
he
than
really
the
went
fact that it's
full-
the biggest collie ever, you'd
Yeah,
be
I
a
mean,
little
it's a big-
confused.
But I mean, it's like looking at it straight on. That's a dog. Never seen a costume like that.
Oh God! Now this is something that the article, the author of the article, has written. While Toko has revealed his puppy proclivities to his family, he still admits he'd like to find love, doggy style.
Oh, of course. You knew that phrase had to be in the article somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe there is a chick out there that wants to do this.
Now, if there is a woman out there that wants to do this, would y'all think that she looks better as a dog than a human?
Yes.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. 100%. It's an improvement.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah,
him too, I
obviously.
bet.
Yeah, put on this dog costume to improve your looks.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't be a Tim Tebow lookalike.
Oh my God.
What a weird existence.
But I wonder if he's making any money off of it.
I don't know.
How could, I mean, like,
Yeah, who's paying?
yeah, who would pay money for that?
But you wouldn't pay him to come to to be entertainment at a party?
Certainly not.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Meredith, I've taken the liberty of booking the entertainment.
Yeah. And I wonder,
Perfect, Rob.
I wonder if he talks in the costume or if he treats it like a mascot where he's not allowed to talk.
I don't think
Maybe
there's
he
any
just
time.
barks.
I gotta think he goes without talking. Like he treats everything like being a dog.
But how's he telling people that he wants to find a human girl dog?
I don't know. Maybe he is interviewed later.
Maybe he starts humping them. He ain't humped no male people yet.
It's weird. Maybe he starts humping him.
Well, that's the
And
weird
I
part.
think I really need to reevaluate the stories that I find interesting on the internet.
Why?
Well, now this next one is I breastfed my husband to spend more quality time together. Our marriage is stronger than ever. I mean,
Breastfed my husband. Whoa. Whoa.
You know what I want to know about your computer? Like, what are the ads that pop up for you after you've had these things in your history?
Deviant stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, these just looks like a regular family.
Who's weirder?
Wife, husband, 3 kids, and the husband is the one suckling.
What in the hell?
I want to know if he talked her into that or she talked him into that.
I mean, it's quality time, Riggins. You know how many couples just would love to have quality time like that to spend? The closeness of a husband suckling at your breasts.
You got kids, like if they got to see that, they're like, what the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
that's what I wonder if, because a lot of times when they breastfeed, it's okay, or they allow another child to see them, the mom breastfeeding the younger child, like, oh, you did this too, kind of thing. And I wonder if surely they don't allow their kids to watch their dad breastfeeding off the mom.
I hope they do. I hope so.
Off of the mom. He's damn breastfeeding off of her.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Look at there.
Hey, kids, you gotta leave the room now. Daddy's gotta eat.
One of them damn Jersey cows.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next.
More of the Extra Funny Podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Wednesday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And at 11, it's a new episode of Ace's podcast, Meaningful Meeting, available on demand. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, today, discover the Extra Funny podcast and the 15 minutes of Extra Funny only available to Ace TJ Prime Plus members. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
Hey, let's talk about pain for just a second. If you've been told that you have a torn rotator cuff or your knee is bone to bone or you need a hip replacement, that's going to be the only option that you have, or some sort of a bulging disc in your low back and you're looking for an alternative to surgery with no medications and no downtime, well, these are specific reasons why so many people have turned to our friends at Neogenics. The professionals, the doctors at Neogenics have life-changing stem cell therapy waiting for you.
We're talking about getting rid of that nagging pain without surgery, without downtime. And the best part about it is they've got a 90% success rate because they do things the right way every day. And it all starts with a realistic assessment of whether or not they believe they can help you. Here's what you do. You get a free consultation right now. Just call 704-727-6551, 704-727-6551, or go to acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
The next Ace and TJ live on location show will be at Overflow at Langtree, exit 31 off I-77.
Get details at acetj.com/overflow. That's acetj.com/overflow. Overflow, sponsor of Ace TJ Live. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You can have a great time doing it this summer in Gaston County, North Carolina. Hiking, biking, paddling, great places to eat, drink, shop. Go to acetj.com/Gaston to see all the great stuff happening this summer in Gaston County, North Carolina. Check your calendar real quick and see what you're doing Monday, November 13th. Oh, you're free? Well, then get signed up today for Ace and TJ's golf tournament to benefit Peyton's Promise. It's all happening Monday, November 13th at Northstone Country Club at Huntersville, North Carolina. To get signed up, just go to acetj.com/golf. We also want your company involved. acetj.com/golf. Whether you're interested in playing, being a sponsor, or both, get signed up and get the details today at acetj.com/golf.
Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
So Rob was just telling us about a delicious sandwich he had last week. What's it called? A bologna pony?
Right. That's exactly what I call
A grilled bologna pony.
Ooh.
Fried bologna, grilled cheese.
A delicious grilled bologna.
Yeah. I wouldn't hit a dog in the ass with a piece of bologna.
Oh, man.
I hate it. I hate it.
Staple of my childhood.
Oof.
We always have bologna in the house.
That was a snack for me. Bologna and cheese roll up.
Yeah. Pull up.
Have you always hated bologna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think ever since the first time I tried good meat.
Yeah.
I hated it after that.
What about the all beef bologna?
I don't like bologna. All beef, half beef. See, that didn't bother me.
I didn't know I hated bologna until I tried some good meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of meat it is, you know. So it's all white meat. Then I'm like, okay, keep it. Even if I buy that chicken in a can, you know, like tuna, but it's chicken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get the kind that's because you can't get all dark meat, but they do have a kind that's dark and white.
They'll give you really.
Yeah.
You can't get all dark meat.
Not in the can.
Interesting.
You know, I'm always trying to get it in the can.
Yeah. That's a whole market they're missing out on then.
Yeah.
You like hot dogs, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty similar, aren't they?
To what? Other hot dogs?
No, hot dogs and bologna.
No, hot dogs and bologna aren't similar.
I don't
to
think
me.
I'm tell you what. There is something different though about a hot dog at a ball game. Mm-hmm. The hot dog at Wrigley the other day was just fantastic.
Just hits different.
Yeah, it just and it was like I don't know, little black seeds kind of on the
Poppy
bun.
seeds.
Poppy seeds on the bun. They were delicious.
Chicago style.
Yeah, no, they were delicious. I mean, it was really good.
It's a good thing we don't drug test here,
Yeah.
because them poppy seeds would show up in your piss test.
A piss test.
But yeah, I won't eat a weenie that's not cooked thoroughly. Thoroughly.
I'm not a fan either. My son will just take a cold weenie out of the refrigerator just for a snack. I'm like, that is, man, what is wrong with you? I can't imagine doing that. Mainly because
my parents did it all the time. They love it.
But I think
My
part
mama
of that is
always
because
had a cold weenie in her hand.
but even to me, I've always thought the damn hot dog, it's so easy to heat up and prepare. We had a thing when I was a kid. It was I've told y'all before, it was like essentially a hot dog cooker. Two sides, little metal spikes on each side. It would hold 6 weenies at one time. You'd stick it in. It would arch over, and then you'd slide that tray into a little thing and then plug it in and turn it on, and it would heat them up in like 30 seconds or something like that. It would also burn the shit out of you because 2 ways. 1, you open it and steam comes out of that thing, and 2, if you touch that metal, like a kid would try to pull them off of there, it would just burn the crap out of your fingers. It was, but it was just like the 70s.
Yeah. You know what else holds 6 weenies at one time? Your mouth. Is a do you guys eat Vienna sausages, or did you eat them as kids?
I did
never
as a kid.
I
yeah.
never really have. I'm not a
But
huge fan.
You gotta have crackers with it, and in each either have the as my family in Winfield, Louisiana, call them the Wiener sausages. Wiener on the cracker and eat the whole thing at one time, or if I'm taking a bite of it, then it's got to be a bite of the Vienna sausage and a bite of cracker at the same time. I can't just eat a plain Vienna sausage.
Does it taste like a hot dog?
It's softer. It's actually it would be closer to me akin to bologna.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, you know, I would eat. They have barbecue though. They have barbecue Vienna sausages that were delicious, especially if you would just drink the juice afterwards. Oh! No, I'm kidding. But my dad loved that crap, Vienna sausages and potted meat, which is disgusting.
I've seen that. I don't even know what that is.
I worked for a guy that a lot of times in the summer, we'd take a lunch break doing mobile home repair, and he'd have just a little can of, pop it open, little can of Vienna sausages and a tomato, but he'd eat the tomato like an apple. Mm-hmm. So he'd just have a little thing of salt with him all the time in his little brown bag, and he'd have Vienna sausages, water, and just a bite out of that tomato, put the salt to it, bite out of the tomato, put the salt to it, and eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I know a guy who eats onions like an apple.
Really?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
why?
I can't even imagine doing that.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he dances on the street corner for a living. Calls himself Mr. Bojangles.
They're eating an onion.
Can you imagine watching somebody bite into an entire onion like an apple? Ugh. I'd rather watch somebody wad up a giant piece of aluminum foil and start chewing on it, pop it in their mouth and chew on it, than watch them eat an onion like an apple.
Justin watched it on YouTube. Said they have jalapeno flavored ones. I assume he means jalapeno flavored Vienna sausage.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess.
Is that
Hot
what he's
dogs.
referring to?
I'd rather. I think I would rather have wings than Vienna sausages.
Yeah, they do have.
Have I rather have what?
Wings, like beans and wings.
Yeah.
They have what, Rob?
They do have the jalapeno Vienna sausages, but they were recalled.
Why?
It doesn't say.
On
that
the
was
account of
second-
them being nasty as shit. Nothing's wrong with them. We just determined they're effing disgusting. We recalled them.
Like, those are so shitty. We don't even want to sell those. Let's
Yeah.
get them back.
Were they recalled or discontinued?
It says recalled.
Damn. All of them? You just got to get them all.
It looks like it was a whole bunch of Vienna sausages got recalled.
Oh.
This sold under several other brands, including Kroger, Goya, and Walmart's Great Value, were also affected.
The Great Value Vienna sausage.
The Vienna
So-
sausage recall.
Yeah, is that
Yeah, the great Vienna sausage.
Does that mean they're all the same? Like the Vienna Sausage Company, whatever, sells to Walmart, so they have, and Walmart has their brand, and they sell to Kroger, and Kroger has their brand, but it's essentially the same thing.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's the way Costco, a lot of their brands are. So it may be, I'm just picking this one. So if it's a potato chip, it could be Frito-Lay makes the potato chip, and the way that it gets carried in Costco is that Costco says, well, okay, well, you got to put it in and make it out as a Kirkland brand.
Okay.
Because that's their brand. So they do that with a lot of stuff. So stuff you get at Costco is a name brand somewhere else. It's just Costco's like, if you want us to sell a shit ton of it, then we're going to put our labels on it.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we don't care.
Damn.
Yeah, who cares?
But I don't know. I haven't had bologna in so long. I may like it now. You know, they say your taste change.
Give it a try this weekend. See what happens.
Can we bring you a fried bologna grilled cheese tomorrow?
No thanks. I don't think it would travel well. I mean, you'd have to get it tonight, and then
Yeah. You don't really think of a grilled cheese as a good traveling food, do you?
You don't really want your bologna traveling state to state, crossing a state line.
That is true. It does cost
No
a statement.
offense.
Oh, I can just bring my griddle up here tomorrow. It's a little portable griddle. Cook us all up some.
Just to whip
grilled
us up.
cheese.
We all get, what the fuck you talking about? Heck, you're talking about.
yeah. You done
Sorry, I got a
drive,
little lost there for a minute. It was like,
you done drive him to cuss.
where am I going with this? I was frustrated. I couldn't think of grilled cheese is what I was trying to say.
We can't have Rob bring a griddle up in here because it'll be here forever, and it'll just be like in the way. It'll be in the way back there, probably plugged in.
All right, now
Could
I'm
drop
going.
some paper on it while it's turned on. It'll catch fire.
He's like, now I'm going to heat up my Doritos. Y'all ever had double fried Doritos?
He had a whole sub sandwich back there yesterday, and Ace walked by. He goes, "Damn, that's a good looking sandwich, Rob." He goes, "It's from the gas station." Like commentary. It was not as good
Don't
as
get
it
too
was.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, it only looked good because it was a sandwich and I was starving.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good. I mean, it was a good
I had just
looking sub
eaten. I had
sandwich.
just eaten a bowl, a flapjack in a bowl.
Hey, what about those sandwiches they have at the convenience store that are they're cut into like half wedges, and they're in that plastic that you pull the cellophane off the top of them? Are they good?
I had one from Publix one time. It was real good.
But I mean, like,
But those
at
are the Publix-
QT in the mornings.
No, I've never had that.
Don't you get those sometimes, Rob?
No, not the ones like that. But I get the ones that are like they're like full length sandwiches and wrapped up with
Cellophane?
Yeah.
Saran wrap.
Those ones there though, like the gas station at the corner up here has those, and they look sketchy.
Yeah, I've never had one.
The ones that, like the Publix ones, though, that's made. They make them there.
I
think.
guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I think
one
so.
time I had a turkey sandwich with bacon on it. It was real good.
I know the ones I get one regularly, about once a week at the grocery store over here at the Lowe's Foods, and they're delivered.
The wedge ones?
No, these are made like they're making them right there. You,
Oh, yeah.
And you can actually
In
tell
the
them,
deli.
okay, maybe make 2 more of those, and they're awesome.
But yeah, this one was like in the triangle plastic.
Yeah.
It was good.
I might have to get one of those. They're
Yeah.
probably expensive now, though. Everything is.
Everything. is.
Probably.
But I can't go back in this QT in the mornings
Why?
because it made Rob so damn uncomfortable last time I went in there, and he walked in and had to speak to me. You know, that whole deal, you know.
Well, he's probably not going back
No,
after. I think
Yeah.
I've been a couple times, but that lady hasn't been there the last few times, so she may have quit that day.
yeah, you made her cry, probably. You're
Yeah,
so
how,
mean to
how
me.
dare her say, "How are you this morning?" Fine. Nobody goes, "I'm okay." Like, why are you asking?
Mind your business.
So weird
We just got
of you to ask me how I'm doing.
a little off topic, but we just got a cool DM. A guy named Chris just sent us a DM, said, "I'm sitting on top of Chimney Rock, cracking up about saving your marriage by breastfeeding." And he sent a picture of where he is on top of the mountain up there. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
What's he doing up there?
I don't know.
Meth?
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
Being a damn meth head in the mountains? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wicked, man.
Open that up.
How'd you do that?
Opened up a damn YouTubes. Or is it you, Chris? Are you just tripping balls right now on your meth?
Mountain meth.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.